My name is Emily.
And I'm Sabrina.
And we are very excited for our launch day. We love launch days at Jon Renau.
We love launch days.
Happy Monday. Do. Happy Monday.
Happy launch day.
That was cute.
We didn't plan it.
No. And then another really thing that we love is human hair. So we're exceptionally excited to be talking to all of you today about our newest addition to our SmartLace Human Hair Collection, which is our new 3 beautiful styles.
They're amazing.
They really are.
We have some on right now.
We do.
We'll go through that in a minute. But before we do that, can you guys let us know where you're tuning in from? We love to know where you guys are tuning in from. Right now, we're in California. If you don't know, we're actually in Carlsbad. And it was rainy all weekend, but now it's finally sunny.
Yes.
So we're so happy. So let us know what the weather is and where you are tuning in from.
Yes. So I'm going to check the comments throughout. Also, one of the great things about going live and doing these things is that we're able to answer your questions.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions about human hair, about these 3 new styles, please let us know.
Yes.
We are here for it. We want to spend this time with you. We really appreciate everyone logging in. We see some familiar faces. Hello from Texas. Yes. Hello from Nashville.
Hi, we're waving back to you.
Yes.
Oh, and send the hearts. That encourages us when we're on this live.
I love the waves
see the
too.
Hearts.
Yeah, the waves, the hearts, the
hi everyone,
all the fun stuff.
Let us know where you're tuning in from. We see you waving, but let us know exactly. Nashville, Lubbock, Texas, awesome. We were just in Nashville for AHLC.
Yeah, and then we were just in Texas too.
We were just in Texas, and we were just in Vegas.
We were.
We're all over the country.
You know, it's really fun.
In 2024, awesome.
Okay,
Louisiana,
beautiful. Canada, British Columbia.
I love it.
Pennsylvania,
Florida.
Ooh, weather is in the upper 40s.
Sorry.
Our
like
blood
to
is
be,
too thin for that here.
I don't like to be cold.
No, we don't.
Okay, but I love it. Awesome. Huntington Beach, our neighbor.
Yes.
Kind of.
This is fun.
I love it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about these new beautiful styles. So
absolutely.
Hearts and likes and all those fun things. Like, who loves the SmartLace Human Hair Collection? I want to see there's some waves. Let's get some hearts going up in there.
Do.
Yeah, love SmartLace Human Hair. One of my favorite things about SmartLace Collection in general is the lace front, right?
That's my favorite.
It looks so natural, ready to go out of the box. No adhesive required.
I'm telling you, we didn't plan this.
But we worked together. So
out of the box,
ready to go. So what better thing than to add for spring 3 additional beautiful styles.
These are beautiful.
To add to your wig wardrobe.
These are beautiful. And can I say this, Emily? Can I say this is my favorite human hair piece that I own now?
It's stunning.
I love it. We're about to go into it, but this is honestly one of my favorite pieces. I absolutely love it. And so I can say that because she's my boss and she just said I could. So there you go.
There you go. And I have to say, so I recently cut my hair, but this is exactly what my hair looks like.
That's her length that she had. Yeah. It's the exact color.
It's crazy.
You honestly can't tell. There was a couple of people in the office. They're like, is that your hair? It's like, okay, well, that's what we want you to say.
Exactly.
We want you to say, is that your hair?
So, and yes, it is. It is my hair. I just got it done.
It's your hair. It's really your hair. We paid for it.
We did. So let's go ahead and tell you more about these styles.
Yes.
So I'm going to try them on while we're talking. So
I'll give you all the specs and all the details about it. And then Emily's going to try them on. Let us know as we go through if you have any questions. So we are going to start with Brenna.
Okay. So let me go ahead.
I think Brenna is going to look just as natural on her as the one you just saw.
Oh, yeah.
So Brenna,
piece down for a second.
Just to let you guys know, Brenna is a lace front single monofilament hand tied. So all the cap designs for all of these pieces are the exact same. So Emily's going to show you that.
So lace front, single monofilament, multi-directional parting through the crown, that beautiful 360-degree stretch, that hug for your head that we absolutely love.
Love it.
All right, let me put her on.
So the bang is going to be 16 inches. The crown is 17 to 17.5 inches. The side is 16 to 17 inches. And the nape is 16 inches. This is a 6.9 ounces weight. And keep in mind that this is 100% Chinese Remy Human Hair.
I mean, look at this hair.
I don't know if it gets any better than that. I'm going to get out of frame a little bit so you can see how beautiful this hair is.
I'm just brushing her. I want you guys to see one of the things I love about these styles is how naturally shiny they are. So whereas like some, synthetic styles, they have a lot of shine to them, and human hair as well can kind of be,
It can have,
it can have a little bit of extra shine. This is so natural that people don't realize that it's not growing out of my scalp.
It's beautiful.
I love this like really heavy curtain that was styled into.
I know these are styled right off the runway, as we call it here, which means just straight out of the photo shoot.
Yeah.
So again, and keeping that in mind, like these styles that we have on and the style even that Emily's trying on, these are not right out of the box styles.
Correct.
With human hair, you're gonna have to take a little extra time to style it using our care products. This doesn't come out of the box, but let me tell you, these, especially with this Chinese Remy hair, these styles stick.
So sleek.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is nice and straight and sleek like what I was wearing, but Sabrina's wearing the same style.
I'm wearing the same style.
It's just that we added wave and curl to hers. So, and then another thing is, so this was parted and directed, so it has like a really heavy, fringe to the front, like a lot of weight in the front. But for Sabrina, it's styled backwards. And that's one of the great things about a lace front and a monofilament is that you can change the parting. You can change the style so that it really becomes you.
Absolutely. I can't even tell that's not your hair. She just cut her hair, guys. So she just cut it. And I'm like, okay, you're looking more like Emily, the one that I knew before you cut her hair.
Right. No,
okay.
Twins.
So next we're going to be talking about Shea. Shea is who Emily had on in the original part of this live.
Yeah, I was wearing her in color 4.
Yes, she had her in color 4. She's now going to be trying her in 12FS8. By the way, my hair color is 12FS8 for anybody wondering. So now she's trying Shea on in 12FS8. So again, look how beautiful that is. I don't know. I love you as a blonde, Emily.
I know.
But I told her, I was like, I'm wearing the blonde.
I told her, I'm like, you can be I'll be the brunette this time.
You
can
can
be
the brunette. I like to change it up because I'm a natural brunette. But this is Shea.
Length.
It looks really, really good on you.
This is a nice length because I know. This is a really nice length because although you do still have some like fringe area that you can really play with, it just kind of hits like right below the collar. It's kind of that mid-length bob, if you will, that's super popular right now.
Yeah.
It definitely, what's it called? The kitty cut. Like you could definitely do this where it's kind of like that grown out with that fringe. Lot you can do with the style by taking it to your stylist who can really make it you.
I love it. Okay, so let me go over the specs for you guys really quick. So as she was saying, so the bang is 11.5 inches. Her crown is 18.25 inches. The side is 14.25 inches. And then the nape is 13 inches. And again, the weight is 6.3 ounces. And these are all in our top selling colors. Yeah. So this one in particular, like I said, 12FS8. This one is also 12FS8.
I kind of don't want to take her off.
Yeah, I'm like, I love
blonde.
I'm like, okay, here's the thing. Let me tell you guys a little thing about Emily. She looks amazing. She's naturally brunette, but she looks amazing in blondes. And I broke her heart when I told her I'm wearing Brenna in blonde, and she had to wear brunette. But she looks so good in blonde.
I know, I love it.
I know you don't want to take her off because the next one is
super cute,
super cute in brunette. So this is Charlotte. We love Charlotte. So a great thing about the SmartLace Human Hair Collection too is that we have short, medium, and long. So for the lengths.
I'm going to adjust the cap a little bit. And I don't know if you all know this, but if the cap size is a little bit too large as far as your circumference, there are these adjustable straps in the back that you can just slightly tighten up and down about a half size. So that really can help if you're sort of like in between a petite, in between an average, just sort of adjust that circumference. It'll make a big difference.
Absolutely. Because like we said, this comes in an average cap size. So all of them are average cap size. If you need to readjust it, you can. Absolutely. So let's talk about Charlotte's specs really quick. Her bang, so cute. Her bang, look how cute that is. And again, this is not right out of the box. It's been styled.
Yeah.
So her bang is 12 inches. Her crown is 12 inches. The side is 11.5 inches. Her nape is 8.25 inches. And the weight is 5 ounces.
You guys can kind of see the back length.
Yeah, let's look at the back really quick. So you can see kind of where it hits her on her shoulders, a little below. Yeah. Just super, super cute.
It's very fun.
I'm like, I know, I love it. And so this is in a 4 as well.
Yes.
But again, 3 different lengths. So this is something for everybody. If you want short, medium, or long length, really fun for the spring.
Yeah. So just so that everyone can like see, here's like, so you have your longest, your medium length, and then your shorter length.
Sounds good. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so she's going to put her hair back on, and we just want to go over some selling points really quickly for you guys, just kind of things that stand out, key points. So a couple of things about this hair, because it is 100% Chinese Remy hair, it is going to last you that 10 to 12 months. So typically, Emily, we typically say what, 9 to 12 months typically with our hair, which is a good amount of time.
Yeah.
But this hair is not over processed.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's this Chinese Remy hair. It doesn't need that over processing that maybe other types of hair does. So it lasts that 10 to 12 months with proper care and maintenance. Yeah. So I don't want to say it's 10 to 12 months and you're tossing it somewhere, and running it over. No.
Yeah, no to that.
No to that. Please don't do that. Take care of these pieces. They're amazing. They're beautiful.
It's an investment.
It is.
And I think it's important to know too that the hair itself will last such a long time. What starts to actually kind of break down is the inside of the cap. It's the elasticity of the cap itself that will start to break down over time. So that's why proper care and maintenance is so important. You really do want to make sure that you're cleansing and conditioning your human hair and synthetic pieces every 6 to 8 wears. So we're talking, if you're wearing your wig every single day, then pick your washing day and you need to make sure that you are washing it. There are some old thought processes out there that the more you wash it, that it's actually going to deteriorate the piece, right? It's not going to last as long. That's actually the opposite is true.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you are, in fact, cleansing your piece, because otherwise all the oils, the environmental, that's what I'm looking for, the icky stuff in the air.
Hold on. The environmental. Can somebody tell us in the chat what it's called? The element.
But yeah, just the pollution. There we go. I don't know if someone wrote it or not, but I thought of it. That's the word I was looking for.
Help us out here.
That will actually start to kind of like sit and weigh on the hair. It'll start to get into the cap design, and that's what breaks it down.
Yeah.
So by once a week washing your piece, you're actually going to extend the longevity of it, and get your investment, get your money's worth.
I agree. And I wanted to say one other thing.
I'm going to build up. Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Laura. We love you.
We love you.
She's one of our education ambassadors. And if you don't know who they are, we do post them pretty regularly. Please follow them. They have a wealth of knowledge for you guys.
They really do. I'm looking through some comments and questions real quick.
While she does that, I just wanted to bring up something about the care and maintenance.
This is actually really good. It's how do you keep the lace front from fraying and have it last that long? Rule number 1, never put your fingers under the lace, ever. Make sure that you're using the right brushes. I'm really close. Sorry. Brushes and tools.
That's okay. They want to see the up close.
Because I was trying to read.
That's okay.
So you'll notice too, when I put my wig on, I use the ear tabs. These little guys right here. I actually use those to kind of adjust it and place it. I'm never just setting my wig and putting my fingers underneath. Ever. Also, when I put the wig on, I'm just going to do it.
Just do it so they can see.
Okay, taking it off same way, right?
Okay.
I always grab the nape area, okay? I don't touch this lace front. This is like, even when I'm washing it, I make sure that I have my palm up and my thumb on top to keep the lace from bending. We've got some flyaways. So when you're putting it on, make sure you put it on with your thumbs like this. Yeah. Kind of a weird angle, but you guys can see. And then I rest my forehead against the lace. And I want you to see how far forward that is, right? Yeah. Like I'm not going to wear my piece that way. But I take those ear tabs and I rock it back to where it needs to be. That is going to make a huge difference on your lace from fraying. The second thing is making sure it's the right size.
Size matters.
It really does.
Please remember this, because we've had so many things where comments have come in or things have happened. And we actually just recently talked to our education ambassadors about this too, the importance of measuring and at our masterclass. We did it measuring. We literally talk about it all the time because it is literally the number one most important thing. If you are measuring, you should be doing it at least every 6 months. Yeah. Depending on the hair loss, you want to rotate that measurement. Get it at least every 6 months just to make sure, because that could also lead to your lace fraying. Yeah. If it's too tight, if it's too loose, whatever it may be, it can cause that.
Yeah. You want it to lay really flat just by itself.
Yes.
If you find yourself kind of like shifting or adjusting it, it's probably a sizing thing. So make sure you reach out to your whoever your preferred retailer is, your
Absolutely.
alternative hair professional. If you're not sure how to measure, go check out our YouTube.
Yeah.
We have some really great educational videos on there that we recommend, including how to measure for your wigs and toppers for you topper wearers out there.
So super, super important. So hopefully we emphasize that enough. I also wanted to show them something really quick.
Sure. I'm just kind of scrolling through.
She was talking about how she's holding it like this, right? Whenever she's ever holding her piece. I just want to show you guys, just to talk on the topic of the lace spraying. So this is another little technique we do when we're cleansing the piece, is just doing like a little bit of a rotation here on the lace.
Gently.
Very, very gently. So doing something, you don't want to scrub. So just doing something very gently. I call it like the thumb circles. I do a thumb circle because I wear makeup whenever I'm wearing my piece and it gets built up there. So just doing something like that. So other preventative things. Awesome. Oh.
Okay. Let's see. Elements. Everyone's like commenting
elements.
on the word that I was trying to.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. All right. Do we have any other questions? A couple of other really amazing things about this. This doesn't, and you kind of talked about it already, having less sheen.
Yeah.
So giving that more natural look, but because it is 100% Chinese Remy hair, the knotting is actually more secure. Yeah. That's exciting. Yes. Why? Because we don't want hair loss on our pieces.
Yes.
So it's it's like a more secure knotting for these pieces. So keep that in mind too. That's also why, it's going to last you that 10 to 12 months.
Yeah. I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, I love wearing human hair. Human hair is not always for everyone though, right? There is specific care and maintenance that goes into it. And as much as we all hopefully baby our pieces, not all of us are that gentle and kind. So if you are someone who's maybe not as gentle with their alternative hair, having something that has hair that has a higher grade quality to it, that has gone through a little bit less processing, that does have more secure knotting, all those things are going to be in your benefit when it comes to buying a human hair piece. But it's still an investment, both for your time and also for your wallet. So you want to make sure that you're working with someone who supports you, who understands your lifestyle, that's asking the right questions.
Exactly.
And, supports you with answering questions too. I mean, the first time you wash and style a human hair piece, it's an event. And so you want to make sure that you're getting that support you need, or taking it to someone who can do it for you.
Speaking of events, I was going to see if Emily knew what I was going to say. I was like, speaking of events, no. So another thing, so she's talking about, it's an event, it's all of these things. These pieces take longer to dry. So that's what I was talking about the event.
Yes.
So because of the fiber that we're using, it's going to take longer to dry. So keep that in mind when you are cleansing your piece, and don't get frustrated. It just takes a little bit more time. But when they dry, these pieces are really for that person who is looking for those sleek looks. Like, you can obviously put a curl on this, and this curl has lasted. Let me tell you, this curl has lasted. Can I say that? It has lasted.
Yeah, I'll say it for you. So she went to Vegas and wore this piece when we taught masterclass.
Okay.
So this piece has successfully flown in a suitcase to Las Vegas, been worn for 10 plus 14 hours. I don't think you took it off.
Yeah, I didn't take it off. Guys.
And then made it here.
Okay.
And the curl is still intact.
And not only the curl is there's no like cold crimping. No. There's nothing like this. These pieces are so amazing. That's why I said earlier, I asked her too, do I have permission to say this is my favorite piece? It's literally my favorite piece that I've had since being here at Jon Renau. It is amazing, but it is also for that person who's looking for a sleek look. So if your person is looking for that beach wave, this is really not going to be the piece, because when it dries and when you style it, it's going to be sleek. So if they're looking, and the sleek look is really in right now too. Yeah. So these pieces are perfect. Of course, we showed you some curled ones. Again, we told you we style these for the photo shoots and things like that, but these are the pieces for the sleek customers.
Okay, let me check some questions real quick.
We're so excited for you guys to join
What
us.
combs or brushes should be used? Great question.
I'm about to, do we have it?
Paddle brush, like this one right here. So I'll show you brushing real quick. You'll notice that I am not pulling under. I gently lift. If you need to place your fingers on top of that lace before you brush, please do. The whole point is not to cause damage to it. Okay, you want something that's, nothing metal, nothing that's going to grab or pull. So Jon Renau does have a paddle brush right here. Definitely recommend that.
Can I show them what I do though?
Yeah.
Where's mine?
I'm looking to see if I missed any other questions.
Oh, I don't have it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, can we see the lace front up close? Here you go. There's my lace. Facebook, there you go. There's my lace.
It looks good. Right out of the box.
I didn't trim or cut this one back either.
Yeah, these are not to be trimmed or cut back. SmartLace is just straight out of the box.
I think I got them all.
So I was going to show you this while I wanted to look through the questions because I want to make sure we get all of them. So I am showing you this. So typically with human hair, you're always going to use a paddle brush, but I will say this, because I curled this, using the wide tooth comb is what I actually use to detangle it because I don't want all the curls to fall. So that's like just a little tip and trick. Typically, you wouldn't use the wide tooth comb for like her sleek look. You would use the paddle brush. But if you have curls and you want to keep the curls, like this is all I used when I was in Vegas, when I came back this morning, and it works perfect.
Also got questions about density. This is a light density in the front hairline here in the lace part, and then it goes into a light medium density throughout. Now, because of the denier of the hair being 100% Chinese, it is going to feel a little bit thicker, but it's not heavy.
It's not heavy at all. And honestly,
it feels really natural.
I love it. And if you ever wanted to, you could go to your local retailer and take some density off.
Okay.
So
I think,
did we get all
if I missed it, I'm so sorry. Let me look over here on this side too.
Thank you guys for helping us out with that word.
Yeah, elements. So someone's asking about the front hairline. Do you pluck the front hairline to make it look more natural? My answer to that is no. We do not recommend using tweezers of any kinds. What you'll end up doing is tearing that lace front. Yeah. So we had the question earlier about your lace front, how do you keep it from fraying? By like pulling on it, that's what's going to actually break the bonds of that welded lace that are fused together. So you want to make sure that you're not pulling or tugging on that lace front. Take it to an alternative hair professional. Yeah. They know the tips and tricks of the trade, and they'll be able to create a more customized hairline for you if that's what you're looking for.
I saw another question, which I actually loved, because I'll answer this one because I am the one who traveled with my hair. Like I told you guys, I traveled with this hair across the country to Vegas. How do you pack your piece in your luggage? So Emily actually gave me this tip. I used a silk pillowcase and I put the hair in. And so I packed everything in my luggage. And because this is a longer piece, I put it in the silk pillowcase, put it literally directly on top of all of my clothes and closed the suitcase. That way the style actually stayed. So I wasn't crumbling it up. I didn't wrap it. I literally just put it directly in my pillow.
And this is something else. When I'm packing mine, I don't pack it in half like this because I want to be careful of that lace front. I pack it like this. Can everyone see the difference? So I almost have it like as if I'm wearing it.
So it doesn't crease that front.
Yeah. So it keeps that hairline nice and straight.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we log off, I wanted to show real quick because sometimes we get questions about how do I redirect the part? The hair is going in my face. The hair is going in my face. Especially with human hair, it's kind of a thing, right? Like it gets a little in your face sometimes. Any synthetic fiber will do it too. What's great about human hair is it's very easy to redirect it. You just have to wash it and blow dry and move those knots back. So I was going to show that real quick. So let me grab my stuff.
I'm going to step out of frame so Emily can show you that. So good to see everybody.
Oh, I just tripped Sabrina. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Need any assistance?
No, but check the questions, will you? See if anything comes in while I'm doing this. Okay, so I have my water bottle right here. I'm just going to, you can see she doesn't really have a parting right now. It's just kind of pulled back a little bit. So I'm just going to use my water bottle and I'm going to gently mist her through this top section. I also want to show I have her pinned, right? I'm using T-pins. I have one on either side of that lace front, another one down at the bottom of the ear tabs, and my last one is actually in the nape area. So I have one on either side of the nape. This is important because I want to protect that lace front and not overstretch it on my blockhead. That's another thing. You'll notice I'm blow drying it on a blockhead. I'm not going to blow dry this on my own head or a wig stand or a mannequin or a styrofoam. I want something that's a little bit more secure. I'm going to take my paddle brush, my Jon Renau paddle brush, and I'm going to do a part for me. So this way. So I'm going to go ahead and part her like so. Now I am going to use a comb here for a second. I'm keeping my finger, so I'm protecting that lace front. I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to kind of push those knots in the direction that I want them to go. So I want it off my face. So I'm being really mindful of that lace front. And this is also something that you can do after you wash it. When you set it on your wig stand to dry, you can go through and you can redirect your knots even when it's wet, just so that it's ready to go, and it'll make it easier for you when it comes to styling. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of move those knots back. And then I'm going to take my blow dryer. And there's a couple products that you can use as well for your finishing, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Hopefully that's not too loud. I'm going to do medium heat. Use my paddle brush. I'm gently lifting the hair away from the base. Sorry, now I'm yelling at everyone. I'm gently lifting the hair away from the base, kind of like lifting it up. You'll notice that motion, and then down like so that you can kind of create a little bit of movement still. You don't want the hair to just like land completely flat, or maybe you do. That's fine too. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. But because I have a little bit more hair on this side, I'm going to take this part, I'm going to clip it back and over, and I'm going to just do this part. Just redirecting those knots, helping them go backwards. Away from the face. And then I'm going to do this last section and she'll be done. You'll also notice that I didn't wet the whole thing, right? I didn't get all of it because I didn't need all of it. I just need these small areas right here. So this is something you can do in between washes if you want. Just kind of gently damp the area that you want to redirect the knots and change up your style. Sabrina's checking for questions.
Okay, so someone asked how you would put the wave back into your hair if it goes flat. You would just hit it again with a hot tool.
Yeah.
So if it goes flat, which I'm telling you, this hair has traveled and it didn't, but if it does, you would just hit it again with the hot tool.
Okay, I'm also going to show with a Borbistle round brush to get a little bit more volume just right through here. This is why pinning the wig is so important, because you want to make sure while you're lifting, because you'll notice that I'm like kind of lifting up a little bit, that the lace is still stationary. I'm not going to create any pulling or change or pulling of the lace while I'm blow drying.
So this is what we mean when we say like human hair pieces have a little bit more work than, you know, your synthetic, but it can be so worth it.
It really is. And now I can wear her tomorrow and she is ready to go. So pretty simple, just an easy way to kind of change up your style and get that hair off your face. I know personally, it kind of drives me nuts when I'm constantly trying to pull it away, although it is kind of fun sometimes to just kind of pull it back because it feels so good.
Well, but yeah, and when you have SmartLace Light,
you can do that. That's the benefit.
The point is doing that. Okay, so let's make sure we don't have any other So what do you do if the lace front starts to curl under? I think we kind of touched on that. Never put your fingers underneath it. If it starts to curl under, it could be a sizing issue. When you start having issues with the lace front, I would go straight to measuring, making sure it's the right size, and then go from there.
Yeah, make sure that you work with your alternative hair professional too for any servicing or anything like that to kind of support you with that. But make sure that when you're drying it too, that it's drying flat over a wig stand. Just check it before you let it dry.
So somebody else asked, do you cool shot it after a medium?
You can. If I was adding curl to this, then yeah, I would definitely hit it with a cold shot.
Awesome. Oh, and which styles are you both wearing?
Oh, yes.
So my style is Brenna in 12FS8.
And I am wearing Shea in color, I think it's 4. Yes, color 4.
Yep. Awesome. Let me just double check. How do you plug? Okay. I think we answered
I think we got all of them. Well, as always, thank you so much for joining us. We love spending time with all of you. If we didn't get to your question, please know that we'll respond afterwards. If you're watching the recorded version of it, still enter your questions and we'll check it. We'll send you a direct message if need be. But thank you all. Excited about Brenna, Shea, and Charlotte now available. So happy launch day.
Happy
3
launch
new
day.
Beautiful styles available in our SmartLace Human Hair Collection with Jon Renau. So thank you all.
Guys.
We'll see you again soon.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.